Hey, what's up, guys? Good to be back with you here again, and we're going to take a quick look here at the team meeting and see what we can do. So we've lost 2, I think, of our last 5 or 4 matches or something like this. This is always kind of a nerve-wracking moment where we can be positive. I'm not going to say we've been playing well. We're not going to do this. I think we're going to probably say here, this one down here, put it behind you. We'll look forward to the next match. And yeah, I'm not sure you're praising us when we could be doing a lot better. Let's see here. I don't know. We'll say I respect each of you have your own decisions and your own ideas to what to say. And the team is, of course, it looks like they're pretty upset, both insistent and determined with me regarding exactly what's happened here so far. So it ends up having a pretty poor impact on their morale. That was definitely worth a shot, I think, but didn't seem to do us much good in the end. Vahatois, how has he been doing? We're going to do a little bit of cleaning up here. He got a 7.2 rating in the last match, 6.8, 7.0, so I think that we probably should continue to keep him on and allow him to play more matches. But there were a number of players who played really, really poorly in that last match who are probably going to find themselves fined. So what happened here in the end in the competition is it looked like Ilawa and Toamata ended up losing as well, so we're still 6 points behind, but now with only 4 games left to play, which means that we can't afford another slip-up. We've lost 4 matches so far this season, and we've looked pretty poor in every single one of them. That's the problem that we have. So we'll go over here quickly to the match report. One of the problems I have here with this skin is that this stuff is not really that easy to find. And you can see here, I'm like looking all the way over here to try to figure out, okay, well, which guy is this? Which guy is that? I know Walter Patti had a really, really poor match. This is the guy I really wanted to look at. How has his form been so far? I mean, he's been like up and down, up and down. They're calling him an important player. That's the inconsistencies. If you ever wonder what inconsistency is like, this is what it looks like. 6.4, 6.3, then 1, 2 really good matches, and 6.8, and then a 6.2. So we're not going to take much of that from him. So we're getting to the point, I think, eventually with this save where we're going to stop messing around with players who are no good. And we are going to find this guy for everything that we possibly can. We're going to do 2-week wage fines, and if he comes back upset, I'm just going to knock him off the team. That's the way that it goes from here on out, and that's the way it's going to be with every single one of these players. I don't care how big their name is. Petupoli is the next one, so I haven't been playing him that much. This one I know because I actually pay attention to it. He did have 2 goals and had a 9.0 in that Pago Youth match. He's come on for a couple substitute performances, and you can see it's been like okay, but the problem we've had is that the goal scoring has not been there, and we need better goal scoring. So we're going to, again, discipline him for really poor performance, and we're going to warn him for the last game. And you squandered a lot of chances, blah, blah, blah. And we're also going to criticize his recent form. And let's see what we can do here. Yeah, you haven't been scoring much recently, and I might knock you out of the squad. I'm the manager at the end of the day. I am going to pick the team, and if this continues, we'll just kick you off the team because it's pointless for me to put this guy out every once in a while for him to have a really, really poor match. And then the last one we're going to look at here is Famoana. Famoana, probably a couple others we could look at as well. Mark Tagai might end up getting kicked off. Look at Famoana here, 7.4, 8.0, 8.5, 6.3, 6.5, 7.4, 6.1. You can see that inconsistency back and forth. Star player, but he's inconsistent, doesn't like playing in big matches, and that was definitely a big match. If you ever wondered what doesn't like playing in big matches looks like, that's what it's like. And so what we're going to do with him, again, is the same thing that we did with these other guys, find 2 weeks' wages. I don't recommend doing this too often because that's not going to it's going to get players upset. But in this case, we need to do everything that we possibly can because, I mean, even if the recent form number looks good, we need him to score. So he might be leading the team in scoring, but we needed a better performance than that. Mark Tagai as well gets a 2-week wage fine, and we'll also have a talking to with him. Look at how he's been doing. This is another one of these players who's kind of like a key player, but you can see the inconsistency all around, and this is one of the big problems that we have. He's actually showed up as a consistent performer here when we look at this, but he doesn't see the full picture. He doesn't play with the setup. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's a really selfish player. I mean, and the biggest problem that we have with him is that he's just not scoring. right? I mean, 7 goals, right, and 7 appearances is not too bad, but the problem that we have is that these are coming in like these really, really weird chunks where we get 2, 2, and 3. That's your 7 goals, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 other matches that he's played where he hasn't scored at all, and that's the thing that we can't really. We can't really afford. I mean, we need to have players who are going to come in and who are going to be consistent and who are going to actually score goals, not players who are going to come in, maybe get a good number, and we need to do a little bit better with that. Show me around with strong performances. There you go. That's what I agree with, and then I think we've got one more here to do, and it's going to be Sasala, who was the other one who had a really, really poor match. So this is something I've been kind of growing accustomed to. I'm probably going to get some players upset with me, which is fine because then we'll just go ahead and get rid of them. I know that sounds pretty bad, but that's kind of the attitude that we're going to take here so far. We want to get rid of as many of those players who are inconsistent, who dislike big matches, and who are just not going to show up for random reasons as we possibly can, because we want players on this team that actually win or that actually want to win and want to play well, right? Well, the purpose of playing Football Manager is not for us to go out there and maybe win the XG battle and win possession. We want to win matches. We want to be in first place. We're trying to win Champions Leagues, and we're not going to do that if we have a bunch of players who just don't want to show up. So there you have it. I mean, we'll see what happens in the end. My hope is still that we're able to get something to take us to the next chapter of this save before too long. I know that we're only in the second season here in PanSa East, but after making all of the personnel improvements, we've actually, I think, gotten worse as a squad, and that makes it a little bit frustrating. It makes me kind of wonder what in the world I'm going to do in terms of going forward, because it's ridiculous, right? We need to have a squad here that actually wants to play and wants to show up from time to time. It's a Football Manager thing, and it's a thing that you're used to if you have played this game much at all, but it's something that you can deal with from time to time. I will talk with you later on. The next match that we have is actually a friendly in 2 weeks, and then the week after that we have a match. So this strange schedule. There's going to be a whole lot of sort of letting the game push us through to the next stage coming up here in the near future. So I will talk with you later. And here we go. We finally advanced to the next screen. You can see the other stuff that I'm dealing with. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. I don't think we're going to be able to close this gap, but assuming that we stay on, we'll give it our best shot. Talk to you later. Bye.